Beautiful stuff. So Ben, 1 minute on the clock, $2,000 for every correct answer. Are you with me?
I'm ready.
Best of luck. Your time starts now. In geometry, a rectangle has how many right angles? 4.
Four.
Correct.
Yeah.
Beginning with M, what syrup is derived from the refinement of raw sugar?
Molasses.
Maple. Molasses. In which European country was the song Lily Marlene composed?
Germany.
France.
Germany. Wurundjeri Way is a thoroughfare in which Australian capital city?
Melbourne.
Canberra.
Melbourne. What 1982 Spielberg film features bicycles that defy gravity?
E.T.
Correct. The winning head coach of the 2022 A-League Grand Final was John who?
Pass.
Aloisi. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical is Broadway's longest-running show?
Cats.
Cats.
Phantom of the Opera.
No.
Which cartoon rabbit made his official debut in the film A Wild Hare?
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Correct. The Chicken Treat is a fast food chain from which Australian state?
New South Wales.
Western Australia. In the US college term frat house, frat is short
Fraternity.
for what word?
Fraternity.
Correct. In the TV series Obi-Wan Kenobi co-stars Australian actor Joel who?
Pass.
Fitzgibbon.
Edgerton.
Edgerton,
The
yeah.
hospitality initialism RSA stands for responsible service of what?
Alcohol.
Correct. Right on the buzzer. Ben, nice stuff.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, Anne.
A lot of reckon I'm their favourite chaser, but you know what they say? Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you're all clapping. One of the best quizzes in the world coming to get you. $10,000 on the board. Hi, Anne. Low offer looks like
Hello, Larry.
North, maybe go to the landfill IKEA people, see a bit of Australia.
Beautiful. Lots to see. All right, Sally, 1 minute on the clock. $2,000 for $2,000 for every correct answer. You ready?
I think so.
Your time starts now. A statement likely to be proved wrong is ironically known as famous last what?
Words.
Correct. Lin-Manuel Miranda voices what equine animal in an episode of TV's Bluey?
Pass.
Horse.
Dolphin? Yeah,
Which
equine.
star sign is a person born on Australia Day?
Aquarius.
Correct. A 2022 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee is Carly who? Simon. Australia defeated Peru to secure a berth in which 2022 football event?
World Cup.
Correct. Which Scottish city has the nickname Old Reekie?
Edinburgh.
Correct. In acting, the term improvisation is often shortened to what six-letter? Correct. Chocolates made with a gooey middle encased in chocolate are known as soft what?
Centres.
Centres.
Correct. In which 80s horror film does the character Freddy Krueger first appear?
Nightmare on Elm
Friday.
Street.
A Nightmare on Elm Street. Which country's emperors belong to the Yamato dynasty?
Japan.
Correct. Wearing bright clothes to boost your mood is alliteratively called dopamine what?
Dressing.
Correct. The Bush capital is a slogan of... Oh, ACT is what we needed there. Sally didn't need that. $16,000. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Happy with that?
Yeah, happy, thanks.
All right, here comes... And your time starts now. A phrase indicating a sincere promise is cross my heart and hope to what?
Die.
Correct. In Botticelli's painting The Birth of Venus, what is Venus standing on? Shell. Which legendary US crooner was born Anthony Dominic Benedetto?
Dean Martin.
Tony Bennett.
Correct.
Ah.
In 1938, what fossil fuel was first discovered in Saudi Arabia?
Oil. Petroleum.
Correct. The fundamental aspects of something are known as the nuts and what?
Bolts.
Correct. How many playing squares are on a standard Scrabble board?
64.
225. In the film Frozen, which
15 by
character is
15.
gifted a snow cloud above his head?
Olive.
Correct. Retired in 2022 was the Microsoft web browser Internet what?
Surfer.
Explorer. Which is the only New York City borough that is part of the mainland? Bronx. In World War I's Battle of Verdun, France was attacked by which other country?
Germany.
Germany. Which Florida city hosted its first Formula One Grand Prix in 2020?
Miami.
Miami is what we need. And good result, $10,000. That's really good. All right, it's time. It's time.
Couple of games.
$2,000 for every correct answer. 1 minute on the clock. John, you good to go?
Ready to go, Larry.
Good luck, mate. Your time
Thank you.
starts now. Fathoms Below is the opening song from the animated Disney film The Little what?
Mermaid.
Correct. Michelangelo's fresco The Conversion of Saul is in a chapel in which city-state?
Rome. Vatican.
Venice.
Vatican. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, which boy's name represents the letter V?
Victor.
Pass.
Victor. The story of Eurydice in the underworld derives from which ancient mythology?
Greek.
Correct. A tricentenarian is a person in which decade of their life?
Third.
Yeah.
Fourth.
Yeah.
In which European country are the cities Eindhoven
Fourth,
and
yeah.
Utrecht?
Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
Correct. According to the AC/DC song title, rock and roll ain't noise what?
Pollution.
Pass.
Pollution. Air Force 2 is the call sign of the plane carrying which US
Vice
official?
President.
Correct. The Gympie Music Muster is held in which state or territory?
Queensland.
Queensland.
Correct. Marvel's Daredevil TV series made its debut on which online streaming platform?
Netflix.
Correct. The 70s live album It's Too Late to Stop Now was released by Van who?
Morrison.
All correct, right on the buzzer, John Governess. Now, 3 of you left, that is, of course, a 3-step head start. 2 minutes on the clock. Hands on buzzers now. Best of luck.
Yeah, 3
And your
only.
final
Thought the
chase
4 might have gotten 3.
starts now. The flat-coated retriever is a breed of what animal?
Dog.
Dog.
Correct. Fans of which musical TV series are known as Gleeks?
Ben.
Glee.
Pass.
Glee. Sago is a starch extracted from what tropical tree?
Sally. Palm.
Palm, yeah,
Correct.
palm oil.
The Karakoram Highway links China and which other country?
Sally. Mongolia.
Pakistan. In a cricket match, which player typically executes a stumping?
Sally.
Keeper.
Bowler.
Wicket keeper. Which Swedish celebration is held around the summer solstice?
Sally. Midsummer.
Correct. A song by Iggy Azalea is Dance Like Nobody's What?
Ben.
Watching. Correct. The olecranon is in which part of the human body?
Ben.
Brain.
Maroon is a shade of what primary colour?
Sally.
Red.
Correct. In which African island country is the port of Tomasina?
Madagascar.
Sally. Madagascar.
Correct. Alan Ayckbourn wrote the trilogy of plays The Norman what?
Conquest.
Sally. Pass.
Conquest. A unit of mass, pentagram, is abbreviated to what 2 letters?
Ben.
PG.
Petty. PG. In which Asian country did the rice dish chirashi originate?
Japan.
Sally. Korea. South Korea.
Japan. The large Rattus detentus is a species of what rodent?
Ben.
Rat. Correct. Which continent hosted 2 Winter Olympics in the 90s?
Sally.
Europe.
Same.
Europe. Colloquially known as Caddy is which iconic American car?
Cadillac.
Sally. Cadillac.
Correct. Do you hear the people sing as a song?
Sally. Les Miserables.
Correct. The Faroe Islands are located in which ocean?
Atlantic.
Ben.
Pacific. Atlantic. Who was elected Australia's PM in May 2022?
Sally. Anthony Allen.
Yeah.
Correct. The Huntress Atalanta is from the myths of which civilization?
Ooh.
Sally. Atlantis.
Greek. Czechs are the citizens or residents of which country?
Sally.
Czech Republic.
Correct. The 2022 film The Northman stars Ethan who?
Sally. Hawke.
Correct. Flashman is a bully in the story of which other schoolboy?
Tom Brown.
Sally.
Tom Brown. Which continent is the shortest road cave? So
Favourite book of my childhood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get the repair guy in to fix my buzzer. And good luck. And your time starts now. Brill cream is typically applied to which part of the body?
Hair.
Correct. In which galaxy was the comet Shoemaker
Milky Way.
The Milky Way.
Correct. Which legendary Hollywood star was born Greta Gustafsson?
Greta Garbo.
Greta Garbo.
Correct. The Zero Fighter was designed for which country's air force?
Japan.
Australia.
Stop the clock.
Not really the Air Force either, by the
Zero
way.
Fighter was designed for which country's air force?
It's actually the Navy.
Sounds American. Do you
Uh,
reckon?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Japanese Zero, very famous.
Yep.
Larry will go with USA.
Japan. Japan, the Zero Fighter. 1:42 on the clock. Chaser needs 12. And your time restarts now. In netball, what position is abbreviated to GA?
Goal attack.
Correct. Which chemical element is named for the continent of Europe?
European.
Correct. The Lazy Song was a big hit for Bruno who?
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Correct. In what sport did Chinese player Peng Shuai make her name?
Ugh.
Tennis.
Correct. For what US holiday are jack-o'-lanterns traditionally made?
Halloween.
Thanksgiving.
Stop the clock. For what US holiday are jack-o'-lanterns traditionally made?
Halloween.
Halloween is right. There's a pushback and we need a few of these. Chaser needs 9 now. 1:18 on the clock. And your time restarts now. By land area, what is the largest country in South America?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Correct. Who wrote the classic novel The Brothers Karamazov?
Karamazov.
Tolstoy.
Dostoevsky.
Correct.
Oh.
Bergamot is a defining flavour of the classic tea
Earl
Earl
Grey.
what? Correct. A cultivated mollusk is the Akoya pearl what?
Oyster.
Correct. Danny Boyle won an Oscar for directing which film set in India?
Slumdog Millionaire.
Correct.
Oh,
In
yeah.
2021, Lloyd Austin became US Secretary of what?
State.
Defense.
Correct.
Oh.
In medicine, the term resus is short for what word?
Resuscitation.
Correct. Which edible seeds are from the Sesamum indicum plant?
Sesame seed.
Sesame seeds.
Correct. Aalborg is a large city in which Nordic country?
Sweden. No, Denmark.
Denmark.
Correct. And there it is with 30 seconds to go.
You mispronounced Aalborg, double A. No, what do you say? Aalborg. That threw me.
Yeah, a couple of those were guesses,
Yeah.
but as long as I get home, I don't mind how I do it.
Yeah, still 30 seconds to go there, guys. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to that very even $36,000.